Life is war. And the sooner you can accept that, the sooner that the peace will come. And before I get into that, if you're new to the channel, my name is David. I talk about all sorts of different things in this day and age with the winter arc in session. I'm talking about motivation and self-improvement. And I wanted to talk to you about the concept of life just being an endless war. And that sounds pretty discouraging, right? It was to me. But I realized that every single day, there are conflicts to be had and problems to be resolved. And there has to be someone to stand up to the challenge. And most of the time, it's you when it comes to your own problems, right? Of course, when we talk about problems between people, that's a different context. But I'm usually talking about maybe things that you wrestle with on your own, right? Maybe things that perhaps you don't have to answer to someone for, but maybe there's things that bug you about your life right now. Like, I don't like that I live in this certain place. I don't like that I have to spend so much money on this. I don't like that I make only this amount of money. I want more money. And I mentioned in the previous video that it really is you against you. The only person that is going to stop you from being the person that you want to be is you, right? And I had that paradigm shift a year ago, right? When I started my fitness journey, and it was difficult at first. I wasn't consistent at first because I had to learn all sorts of different things. I had to learn how to cook steak. I had to learn how to cook chicken. I had to learn how to cook turkey and all that, meal prepping. It was foreign to me, but I understood that the mindset deficits and things of that nature were the only things that were in my way. Because there was the version of me that rather would just have Burger King. And then there's the version of me that would go to the grocery store, grab everything he needed to grab according to his diet and meal plan, and then just sit for a few minutes, cook the food, fix the plate up, and we're at the same destination. Only this food is actually helping me towards my goals. It's not hurting my goals. And that's an even more fundamental thing, right? The person who would want to have Burger King, what goals did he have? To get fatter? Probably not. But the person who meal preps and cooks healthy food does have a goal, and that is to be healthier, to have that kind of nutrition, then fuel the workouts that he would have in the gym. And I guess the point being is that it's intentional, right? Everything now had a meaning and a purpose. I wasn't just a plastic bag drifting in the wind, so to speak. That's how I felt when I was eating Burger King. And not that Burger King is wrong. I love Burger King. It tastes great. I won't eat it, but it tastes amazing. But it's because it made me feel good that I would just rather not deal with the hassle and the inner conflicts that would arise when I would have to start meal prepping because I wanted something. I wanted something greater. And as far as I can tell, that person has been resting for quite a long time, because now this guy who has more muscle mass on him and less fat mass on him is the person in the driver's seat. And I'm comfortable with that. I'm happy with that. And that person is winning. That person's me. Okay. But yes, the person in the past who did eat all that fast food is also me. And that person comes back every now and then to be like, oh, you should go eat that thing, right? You should go eat that huge thing with a whole bunch of sugar that has no fiber, has no nutritional benefit to your goals. And yes, I have to fight him, but it's been pretty easy. And it's the same thing with everything else, right? Even recording this video, I didn't feel like doing it, but the person that does the thing anyway, whether they feel like it or not, is someone that I want to be. And here I am, recording this video so you can watch it. So I hope that even this encourages you. That when something comes up, and maybe you don't feel like dealing with it, because you much rather not face it head on, sometimes it's good to face it head on. And then you look back and you say, well, that wasn't so bad. And if that wasn't so bad, then maybe these other things that I could do to improve my life aren't going to be so bad either. And I've had that moment in my brain many times throughout the last year. And you could probably relate to that. Once you finally do that thing that you've probably been nervous about for some time, you just have this breath of fresh air and you'd be like, that was it? Wow, I can do that. I wonder what else I can do. So I hope you keep having those moments, and I hope that they compound into something that's beneficial for you. And that's the end of the video, and I will catch you in the next one.